Our guy Rick Kamla is finally back on Coast to Coast. Can you imagine from Sports Ethos? What's going on with that? Like, what's that about? Before we get into these games, it's great to see you. You look fantastic, brother. It's great to have you on C2C again, no doubt.
Scotty, my man, it's been too long. We got connections figured out. We got it all going here, man. And I'm excited to be on with you. Sports Ethos is a burgeoning fantasy sports site, man. We do baseball, we do football, we do basketball. I'm kind of helping to launch us into WNBA. I'm actually, when I get off the air here, I'm going to write my top 50 fantasy rankings for the WNBA, obviously with the season starting next week. I've already drafted like 4 teams, plan on winning all of them. But we have the best content in the business. We're not, no, I'm serious. We're not the big, you think I'm kidding. I'm not. We're not the biggest fantasy outlet, but to me, we have the best content in the business. So y'all come over to sportsethos.com and check us out.
I'm just glad that you're going to win all 4 leagues, and I never doubted you, of course. I'm your boy. Like, I support you, whatever you're doing. If you're going to win all 4, I'm all for it. Where do I cash in is what I want to know. All right, what do you think of what the Knicks are doing? And are they in trouble tonight after they pulled off the miracle the other night? But, all I've heard is how the Celtics shot. But what I saw, I was cussing, jumping up and down. I've been suffering with the Knicks for 30 years. That was the best game I've seen of a Knicks game as a fan of theirs since I've lived in New York City. I mean, literally my entire career here, I've never seen a game that I liked more to watch.
That comeback was amazing. Scotty, Carver High, you'd be proud of me. I played when the Knicks were down 20. I threw $10 on the money line, turned 10 into 130. It's one of those, I wish I'd have put more on it, right? But I would have jinxed it at that point, right? Threw a little 10 spot on it, and they made the comeback. I was like, is this really going to happen? It did. So, look, man, are they in trouble tonight is how you started this conversation. I don't think so. Like, my whole deal is, Boston's laying 10.5, 10, 11, whatever the number is right now. The pattern historically is great home team loses game 1, game 2, it's a 20-point beatdown every single time. I can't do that to the Knicks. They're too good. They're too gritty. I don't think they're going to be sort of in that, oh, well, we got one. We did what we came to do. I don't think they think that way. I don't think they're wired that way, Scotty. So I don't think they're just going to let go of the rope and go, all right, we already got our one. We'll just go back to New York at 1-1. That's just not how these guys are wired. So I'm live betting this game. I also don't feel great about taking the 10 with New York because Boston may bludgeon them tonight. I want to check the tenor of New York. How greedy are they? How badass are they? How motivated are they tonight, knowing that they've already got home court advantage back? So that's how I'm approaching this game. I definitely don't think the Knicks are in trouble. I think they are a live dog once again here tonight.
Denver pulled it off in game 1 at Oak City. They're at the Paycom again tonight. Gordon's been spectacular in a couple of game-winning shots against the Clippers. And then the other night, the 3-ball on the wing. They're tough. Nobody can stop Joker. Everyone around him, including Brown, is a better player because he's on the floor. He had a 42-22 burger with extra sauce on it. What do you think of the Nuggets here giving the Thunder problems?
We could copy and paste a lot of what I said about New York and Boston to this. Historically, OKC, well, first of all, they're the best team in the league. I don't think it's debatable. It's debatable, will they beat Boston if they play in the finals? That's debatable. To me, it's not debatable who the best team in the league is this year. It's OKC. So they lose game 1 to Denver. Why? Because Denver is a fantastic team and they've got championship DNA and they have been head up with OKC for like the last 5 years. This year in the regular, right, it was 2-2. It was like 8-8 over the previous 16 meetings. So Denver's like, OKC, fine, bring them on. Other teams like, oh my God, OKC, all their defenders. And Denver's like, who cares? So what? So that's really, really powerful here. And it's keeping me from going back to that historical pattern. The badass team loses game 1. Game 2 at home is a thrashing. It's a boat racing. But I can't do Denver that way. If they were just a team, if this was Houston or Memphis, maybe even Minnesota, because I don't trust their psyche in Minnesota. Like, I'd be playing OKC like 3 units going into the game. I wouldn't even play the sort of live betting cop out card on you. I'd be totally bullish going in. But because it's Denver with the championship DNA, and again, I am going to this game. I'm going to check the tenor and pulse of the Nugs. How serious are they about this game too? Okay, and then you diagnose the moment of truth and you make your live betting decision. But I can't just blindly and butt naked go, yeah, I'll lay 11 with Oklahoma City after what I saw the other night. Because I saw Denver take a major punch from OKC and punch right back and win the game.
So, what happens to the Dubs over the next 3 games, let's say, without Curry? I already talked about what Healed. He's got to give me 18 plus automatic every night. But we've seen him have a 0 spot on top of having a night where he hit 9 threes. Then he had 0. Then he had 8. He had 24 and hit 5 more. He's hot and cold. They got to get him, Podziemski. Everybody's got to get involved without Curry because he's gone for a week.
Yeah, but Scotty, I don't think that's going to work. You know Buddy Healed, man. He's a yo-yo, okay? And, I'm a big guy. I fade dudes coming off of monster games, and it's a very, very high percentage of correctness. Buddy Hield defied that going from game 7 to game 1. I don't believe he's going to do that in game 2. I think Buddy Hield's going to be dreadful. I think and I don't dislike Buddy Hield. It's just the numbers and patterns and law of averages. I just don't think he's going to do it again. And Golden State is in a really, really tough situation here without Curry. They can't not have Curry and beat Minnesota, in my opinion. I know Minnesota looked like dog doo-doo in game 1. They're going to fix that. Okay, they're too good of a team. They were in the West Finals last year. They're not some little team, upstart team. No, they're a legitimate championship contender. I think they're going to take care of Golden State. It might go 7, but without Curry, Golden State's not beating Minnesota.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And I've been on the Pacers the entire playoffs. I still like them from last year. I think they're 10 deep. I think they got 2 rotations. I love their coach. I like their bigs. I like their guards. I like the way they play. I think they play, 45 hard at least a night where they go after it. They got 2 in Cleveland. They're not going to F this up at the field house, are they?
Probably not, but I'm really, really dubious of Cleveland minus 1.5 in game 3. And Scotty, what I've found out over the years is that when there's a WTH point spread, when you go with the woe, you win. The woe is Cleveland is laying points with Garland, Hunter, and Mobley. Very questionable going into game 3. How? Why are they favored? It doesn't make any sense to me. So weirdly and ironically, that's why I like Cleveland minus the 1.5 in game 3. It's just like a personal sort of betting angle I've developed, and it's very hard to quantify and tell humans about it publicly, but that's where my head is at. I'm a weird dude. Indiana should win this game. There's no doubt. But as you guys know, what happened the previous 2 games does not automatically guarantee what will happen in the next game. And that's kind of where I'm at.
God, isn't it great? Mafia, get the tequila out and my pills. It's great having Rick Kamla back on Coast to Coast. Rick, it's good to see you. Check out sportsethos.com, I think. I hope I got that right. And obviously,
you did.
It's just a blast. Check him out at Rick Kamla Sports as well on X. Good to see you, Rick. All the best.
Yes, sir.
Hey,